Got a Kira talent interview invite and only 7 days to get ready? Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through a day-by-day prep plan that will help you to feel confident, sound polished, and give the admissions team what they are actually looking for. Hi, I'm Caitlin Anderson, graduate admissions consultant and Oxford MBA who has helped hundreds of students win interviews and offers to all the top business schools in the world, including Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, MIT, and Yale, and win over $1 million in scholarships. Before we jump into the prep plan, I want to give you a few crucial details about the Kira interview. First of all, if you got an email to interview, meaning the Kira is not going to be completed within the application form, then you will usually only get one take per question. So what happens is you will have a certain amount of time to read the question, and then the camera will automatically come on, and whatever happens in that next 1 to 2 minutes is what the admissions committee will see. This is why I encourage my students to use as much time as the admissions committee will give you to prepare for the Kira talent interview. So if you have 7 days, I wouldn't do the Kira interview until day 6 or maybe even on day 7, because then you have that time to prep, to get yourself familiar with it, and make this component a very strong part of your application. The other thing is you need to know the stakes. This isn't just extra work. This is a chance for you to show how you think, speak, and show up. Day 1 is to understand the format and the expectations. The first thing you need to do is you need to read the email that you got from the university that tells you all the details that they're willing to share, which is going to be how long it will take you to complete the assessment, maybe how many questions they'll ask you. They'll usually tell you whether there will be a written component, which is key, and they'll tell you your deadline for when you have to complete that Kira assessment. Now, these are important pieces of information. If you can't get them from the email, you need to go to the university's website and search the admissions page and the frequently asked questions pages. Usually someone will have that question and they will have wanted to respond to it. So you can find some good information there. If you still can't find it, then you should send an email to the admissions committee and ask them for what they're willing to share. Will they tell you how many questions you'll be asked? Will they tell you how much time you'll have to read and how much time you'll have to respond? If you can get that information, you will be set up a lot better than if you are just guessing. Day 2 is you want to reflect on your story. So you start by rereading your entire application. That includes your essays, your resume, and the application form itself. What were your key messages? And what themes do you want to reinforce? You want to think about your why this school, why now, and your short-term goal. And then pick 2 to 3 traits that you want to reinforce in your Kira interview. For example, resilience, leadership, or compassion, and you want to draw attention to those traits in your answers for Kira. Day 3 is to practice common question types. For example, why do you want to attend this program? Tell us about a challenge you overcame. How do you handle working with people from different backgrounds? The other thing you want to do on this day is you need to start timing yourself. You can't afford to guess whether you're going to be under time. Most likely you won't. So you need to practice with a timer. Use a 30-second to read and think, and then 1 minute to respond if you don't know how much time your school's actually going to give you. Sometimes schools won't tell you. Or I've seen also some schools surprise the students in the session with how much time they have to read and to respond. So the good rule of thumb is to just use 30 seconds to think and a minute to respond. Day 4 is to get feedback. Now you need to record yourself and then review those recordings and ask yourself, are you clear, structured, and concise? Then you need to ask a trusted friend, mentor, or consultant to watch and give you feedback on your content and your delivery. What you're going for is confidence and structure. Day number 5 is to polish your delivery. You need to practice with at least 3 to 5 new questions and focus on having strong openings, staying under your time limits, and smiling and being conversational. You also want to think about the lighting, your background, and your webcam angle. Now, I do multiple videos that go into detail on those components, so you should watch and make sure that you have the right setup. Day 6 is to do a mock interview. I want you to do 1 full Kira-style mock interview session. No notes, no retakes. Use the amount of questions you know you're gonna get if you have that knowledge. If you don't, use 4. Use the timing you know you're gonna have. If you don't know it, use 30 seconds to read and 1 minute to respond. Now you absolutely need to time yourself and record yourself. So use your webcam for the recording and use a stopwatch like on your phone, or Google has a timer, and I use that with my students. And this is gonna help you to build confidence because it simulates the real conditions. Also, on day 6, you need to finalize your outfit and your setup. So you want to test your camera, microphone, internet, and lighting. Make sure everything's good to go before you have to record. I do several videos on these components, how to do your setup and what to wear. So check out the link above me and you can see more about that. Day 7 is to complete the Kira interview. This is assuming that you had 7 days from when you got the email to finish your interview. So if it's the day now that you're gonna complete it, you don't just wake up and do it. You need to warm yourself up. This comes from my professional dance background. I was an international Latin competitor, and we wouldn't just walk onto the dance floor after getting ready. We needed to warm up. We had to move our bodies. We had to practice parts of our routine to get ourselves into that flow. And that's what you need to do with Kira. You need to practice a few questions before you start doing the actual assessment. Now that you're warmed up, you want to take a 10-minute break to just breathe, visualize your success, and remind yourself that you have done the work. So now just be real, be clear, and trust yourself. If you follow this 7-day game plan, you'll show up to Kira prepared, confident, and ready to stand out. If you want more help, then watch my other Kira videos or drop your question in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more graduate school application tips. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.